Stock surging as we head into the final hour of trading, and my next guest says he's got some short-term ideas he'd like to share with us. So I want to bring in Nicholas Wealth Management President David Nicholas. And, we're talking about big tech communication names, and this has been a theme I've talked about a lot. One thing, David, also what's happening, emergence of new superstar technologies out there and names we hadn't heard, right? Overnight, Box had a good earnings report. Elastic, whoever heard of Elastic? Splunk, I've been talking about, not a household name. SaaS software, anything associated with cloud. All of these names are so intriguing and so exciting and making people a lot of money. So I wanted to start talking more about some of these shorter-term ideas. First, let me just get your thoughts on these stocks that are coming out of, it feels like out of left field, but they're having an amazing impact on the market and, more importantly, portfolios. Can it keep going?
Yeah, it's a great point, Charles. If you look at a name, I'll add to that, OKTA, so they're a cloud provider, authentication, security provider. They report today after the close. I mean, they've continued to beat estimates all year. We've seen significant growth in the stock. COVID has been the best thing for this company because as companies transition to more of an at-home environment, the security and cloud services that a company like OKTA provides is going to be huge. And I don't think this growth is stopping. I think this is somewhat of a new normal. So we're going to continue to see these names, especially in the cloud space, any security and tech continue to do well over the next few years.
Full disclosure, I've got subscribers in it too, so I have fingers crossed. The last 4 times they reported, they beat by 55%, 42%, 80%, and 59%. So Wall Street expecting a big beat. I want to go down to Boeing. It's not a new name, but it's emerging from, well, let's face it, they've had a terrible last couple of years, acting great today. Boeing can start making a big move in your mind?
Yeah, it could. It's somewhat of a contrarian value play here. But again, what we saw today with some of the treatment news with a $5 COVID testing is going to help a stock like Boeing, I think, in the long term. I could see a 10% upside for the stock in the short term. There's still work that Boeing needs to get done. But in the short term, from a technical standpoint, the range of the stocks looks really good. I could see a 10 to 12% upside in the short term.
In less than a minute, I want to go to Big Lots because we are now seeing, during this earnings period, the reemergence of brick-and-mortar winners. Big Lot had a great earnings report. You think that must be the beginning of something more sustainable?
Yeah, Charles, I'm continuing to be surprised by Big Lots. We added Big Lots to our portfolio. If you look at the options market, the expected move in the stock they report tomorrow is about 550. So we could see a nice 10 to 12% stock pop on the stock tomorrow. So if you're looking to get in on a name that I think has long-term growth but short-term upside, I like Big Lots. It's a bet on the U.S. consumer, and my money's on the U.S. consumer, Charles.
I got to tell you something. They had a big pop last time they posted. David, love it. You gave us 3 ideas that can move short term. We'll talk about it next week when we bring it back.